Only 50 pairs? Are you kidding? Are there only 50 pairs of this sneaker going on sale? That is unbelievable. I know it's the 30th year anniversary of the Nike Air Max 90s. Of course, lots of sneakers are going to be dropping throughout this year that are hard to get your hands on. Fire sneakers all the way. Tons of reviews for me to do at the channel, like this right here. Dang, there's the Air Max 90 reverse duck camos, which I reviewed last week. And they're just all over the place. Air Max 90s are everywhere you look because of that 30th anniversary year. But then they're going to drop a sneaker as fire as this and only make 50 available. And it looks like you have to play the game that they're associated with to try and score yourself a pair. Man alive, these guys are going to be hot. And they're going to be really hot at the resale market when that comes around as well. But that's not what we're doing today. What we're doing today is we're going to take it apart and have a look at the different elements of this sneaker that makes up the Nike Air Max 90 The Show 20 PlayStation. This is a Talk About a 23 Sneaker channel, Talk About a 23 Sneaker channel. Des, my niche up soon on day, my niche meeting design. Every single day from Tokyo, Japan, I bring you content about upcoming sneaker releases, sneaker news, and sneaker reviews. And today we've got an absolutely cracking rare sneaker, only 50 getting made coming down the line, which is absolutely unbelievable to me. These are cool. First and foremost, these are cool. There's a lot of details on them that I totally dig about the sneaker. There's a couple of places where I think they could have done a little bit more, but there are some places where I think they did more than enough, and they're definitely a cool sneaker. So only dropping 50 is incredible to me. But what I want to do is I want to show you the parts of the sneaker that I think are really cool, and also the parts of the sneaker where I think they could have maybe done just a little bit more. And the thing that I want to draw our attention to first and foremost is the heel of the sneaker, where I have a question for you, the viewer at home, and maybe you can help me answer this question. There's four sort of pieces of detailing across the heel there, and I know that three of them are baseball. I think one is the home plate. I think another is two baseball bats. I can't remember what the third one is, but there are three baseball ones for sure. But then the fourth one is like a square with four squares in it, and I can't work out what the link between that and baseball is, or what the link between that and the PlayStation is. So if you can tell me what that fourth image is, which you can probably see behind me here right now, definitely let me know in the comments down below what those four squares represent, because I can't quite work it out. Maybe it represents the four bases, but it wouldn't be done in this way. It actually looks like a Japanese character called Ta, which means rice field, and so when I saw it, I was kind of like, what's that doing there? But it must mean something to do with baseball. You, the viewer at home, can tell me in the comments down below. I'd really appreciate it. So but that branding on the heel is one of the really coolest features of the sneaker, and it sets it apart. Another place that I want to go to before I go to my favorite part of the sneaker is at the bottom of the lacing system. You can see they've got the PlayStation insignia in there, which I love. I think that's really cool. I remember when I first started this channel, I think it was Paul George did a PlayStation tie-up with was it the PG 2.0s and PlayStation? Maybe I've got that wrong, but if I've got it right, there's an ancient review from my channel of those sneakers. I think I reviewed them anyway. If I didn't, then I'll just throw up another Paul George video. So, but that was the first PlayStation's about, well, I'm going to go with a year, maybe more than a year and a half ago. But then here we are with the PlayStation back again, and that insignia down there at the bottom of the lacing system is a very big plus for me. But my favorite big plus place on these sneakers is actually got to do with crossovers. I love it when the sneakers don't match left and right, when they take the time to add some detailing on a sneaker which is different from the left shoe and the right shoe. And that happens in three particular places on these shoes, and we'll start high and work low to find out where they are. Now up high, the very first place that happens is on the tongue, and you can see on the, as you look at it, on the left side, the tongue is red branding on there with a white square and then a red swoosh in the middle, so that's red branding on a white tongue. But then if you flip over to the other shoe, the right side, as you look at it, you can see that the Nike branding has been taken off and it's been replaced with The Show, which is to do with the PlayStation game, The Show 20, I think it's called. And it's great to see different tongue branding on the two different sneakers, and also different colors on there, red and blue. And it's that difference, especially in color, that I really dig about these shoes, because if you go further down and into the actual upper, you can see that the upper, which is primarily white mesh and then colored leather, one of them being red and the other one being blue. And again, that mismatch effect I really dig about these sneakers. But my favorite place where these colors don't match, where they're crossing the colors over from one shoe to the other, is kind of subtle, and maybe people haven't really realized it out there, but the speckled effect on the midsole unit is actually the opposite shoe's colorway. So the red shoe has blue speckling on it, and the blue shoe has red speckling on it, and I love that. I love that they've taken the time to do that, and that somebody's really thought about it. But what they haven't really thought about, and I think they could have thought about a bit more, as I said at the top of this video, there are things in here that I think they maybe should have looked at and done something different about, are two particular places. Place number one is the air unit at the heel of the midsole on these. It's a very iconic shape. Everybody kind of recognizes straight away these are Air Max 90s by the shape of that air unit on the side there. If you consider Air Max 1s, for example, there's only a small difference between the two, but that unit around the outside of the air unit is what really gives the Air Max 90s their character. Could they have played with the color of that? The midsole's white with the speckling on it, and then that case around the air unit is white as well. And I wonder if they could have played with the color on there and made it either red or blue, depending on which shoe it was. So I think that's maybe a missed beat. And another place that is a missed beat is on the heel. You can see that the branding on the heel is very simple, Nike Air branding, just like you would see on any other Air Max 90. So I think maybe they could have done a bit more back there to either show off the game, show off the NBA, show off the PlayStation, or something to tie this shoe up with the two brands that it celebrated. I think there's space for a little bit more creativity in there. But having said that, basically what we're looking at is a very interesting and innovative shoe. It's very creative, it's very unique. The parts of the shoe that are different from shoe to shoe are really eye-catching. It's going to make this a very difficult shoe to get your hands on. 50 shoes, quite incredible. It reminds me of, and I could put a link to this, is it LeBron? Were the 11s? LeBron 11s, 2014. They were 2K14s, they were called. So link to that right there. That's an in-hand look at the 2K14s. I think they were LeBron 11s, but correct me if I'm wrong. But to get your hands on those, you have to play the game and work out from the game a bunch of codes and things like that, and then you got yourself, you got your hands on the shoe. And I think that's what's going to be happening with these Air Max 90s. You have to play the show 20 to work out how to get your hands on these, and there's only 50 pairs available. So A, that's going to be hard, and B, at resale, they're going to go through the roof. So whoever gets their hands on a pair of these are either sitting on a really cool shoe or a gold mine. But for now, that's enough for me to talk about these Air Max 90s. Like I said, I've talked about quite a few in the last couple of weeks. For example, the undefeated Pacific Blue, there's a link to that video right there, which was really a unique Air Max 90 because some of the signature features of an Air Max 90 were taken off of that shoe, which is very rare, but it still retained that Air Max 90 silhouette. So there have been a few at the channel over the last couple of weeks, especially celebrating this, the 30th anniversary year of the Air Max 90s. For now though, it's time for me to sign off and thank you guys for checking out my content. But what I do at the end of every video is I put a link up to the Butter Movement playlist, and if you click on that link, it brings up a menu of other videos that you can go check out. So have a look at this link right here, and go watch one of the other videos on the channel. But for now, time for me to sign off. Thank you guys for checking out my content, but because I do this every single day, that means that you are guaranteed to see me tomorrow.
So if you guys guessed the Reebok Kanye West, you would absolutely be right. Let me pull out these little gems here. I apologize in advance for the coffee stain on the table, but yeah, this is the ultra rare Reebok Kanye West colorway, whatever shoe this is called. I don't even know. You can see in there it says Sean Carter Collection. I got this off a guy named Alan Wiebe. Alan's a good friend of mine, and I think at one point the guy from the Shoeseum actually owned the majority of these. I can't remember if there was 10 of each one made or 50 of each one. Someone in the comment section could certainly answer that. But in my opinion, it's definitely one of the rarest. This one for sure is crazy. The rarest, Kanye sneaker. Obviously, he didn't do anything with Reebok after this, but we all know his history with Nike, and then we all know his history with Adidas after that. A little bit of a stain there of some sort, but all in pretty damn good shape. So I'll take a look around. You got the little emblem on the back. On the tongue, you got Escada. And here you've got S. Carter Collection. Don't know if there's anything under the tongue itself. Let's have a look. I'm sure it probably just says sample made in China. But yeah, freaking gorgeous shoes. So congratulations, guys, if you were right in guessing this, and we will be back again next week, and we'll be dropping hints throughout the week for the shoe that we'll be unveiling next week. So congratulations.